Vlogmas, you guys. I'm so excited. Oh my god, it's my first time taking part in Vlogmas. Why is my arm just sticking out like this? This is not cute. Okay, let's fix up. So it's officially Vlogmas. It's officially December. It's December 2nd to be precise, but you know, it's Vlogmas, okay? It's Vlogmas season. I am so excited to finally take part in this because I've never taken part in it before. In the past, I was doing like home workouts and I didn't know how to incorporate that into Vlogmas. And to be honest, I wasn't trying to do a video a day. Still not trying to do that, but we are gonna post more frequently. So if you guys don't know, right now I post Sundays and Mondays at 12 p.m. Eastern time. And so we're still gonna stick to that schedule, but we're gonna incorporate more days. Don't know how many, but it's gonna be more than 2. Oh, my flower's dying. Oh my god, okay. Obviously, next to my computer desk, I have my mini egg chippehoys, you know, essentials. This shit's like crack. But I bought myself an orchid a couple weeks ago, almost a month ago, and it's dying. It's dying. It's still very flourishing. What I did learn about orchids, though, I'll let you guys know if you guys do have orchids, is they do die. So like all the flower petals are gonna fall off, but you want to keep watering it and keep your plant as long as the leaves are green because it will reblossom next season. So I'll show you guys an example. So this is another orchid that I have. This is actually a blue one, but as you guys can see, it's pretty much nothing's there anymore. It died out. So all the flowers, come on camera, focus. I think it can't focus because like it's focusing on me. So as you guys can see here, the flowers have pretty much all died. The petals are all gone, but look how healthy the leaves are. And even this little spud here, it just like sprouted out recently. So this is still really much healthy. I had it dying a bit. I cut this part off just so that, you know, we don't need the dead ends anymore. And it should reblossom next year. Anywho, so I'm gonna head out to the gym right now because I have a client first and then I'm gonna train myself. Also for today's workout, there's no pre-workout. I don't do pre-workout when I do upper body. I very little do it unless I'm like, ugh, and I don't feel like working out. But I only use pre-workout when I do glutes and heavy legs. So today, no pre-workout. We're using that natural adrenaline, okay? That natural energy. And my arm is getting tired. I don't know how people vlog. Like, how does your arm not get tired? What's the tricks that you guys use? Because I need to figure that out. So I'm gonna head out to the gym because I gotta get going. It's getting kind of late and I'll catch you guys at the gym. It's Vlogmas. It's Vlogmas. It's FITMAS. It's FITMAS. I'm so excited. I just love the holidays. I love the holidays. After the holidays, I'm like, okay, where's summer at? Alright, okay, so let's finally get into this workout. So as usual, the first thing I did was some dynamic stretching, but I also incorporated a bit of like mobility, flexibility. So what I'm using right now is literally like those resisted loops that you guys would find at your gyms. Hopefully, if your gyms don't have this, then you can like easily buy these on Amazon, Walmart, Target, whatever. It's just like these resistant bands that pretty much stretch. So I'm holding it on opposite ends and I'm just doing a little like rotation from the front all the way to the back just to really like stretch out and get mobilization in my shoulders. Now I'm doing something a bit different when it comes to like mobility in my shoulders. I'm still holding the bands at opposite ends, so really pulling against the resistance to really get that stretch. And then I'm just trying to rotate my shoulders as far as I possibly can behind my head. And then here, I'm just going all around now in a 360 as much as possible. So when you're doing this, the key is to really keep your back flat, core engaged, and you want your arms to stay as straight as possible. So next what I'm doing is I'm doing some lat stretches. So this is obviously going to be more of a dynamic stretch than a static stretch because I'm not holding the stretch for a long period of time. So just speeding this up so you guys can see. I did about like 10 reps for each stretch. So the first exercise that I did for upper body day was obviously assisted pull-ups because as you guys know, I'm trying to get 5 non-assisted pull-ups by the end of this year. And if I do pull-ups at the end of my workout, there's yeah, okay girl, there's no way. There's no way. Like I'll have no arm strength, so I do it the first thing. And I try to get down about 8 to 10 reps for 3 sets. Here I'm doing a wide grip pull-up rather than the narrow grip chin-up that I usually do. This one was so much harder, guys. I thought it'd be easier, but nah, like it's harder, but it's good to like play around and do different kind of pull-ups because it works different muscles in your back, right? So next what I did was some exercises that actually help with your pull-ups. So this here is the dead man hang. I highly suggest you guys to do this if you're trying to get your pull-ups up. Oh, your pull-ups up. I like that. So basically what you're doing is just hanging your body. I did it here for 30 seconds. Try not to swing your body from side to side or front to back. You really want to control it. And then the next exercise that I did that really does help with your pull-ups are some scapula retractions. So as you guys can see here, I'm just basically like retracting my scapula, which is also known for most as your shoulder blade area. So basically you guys just want to retract those muscles, or in other words, just like slightly lift your body up and then bring it right back down without touching the ground. So also I need to get some gloves because these calluses are kicking in and I'm not here for it. The first back exercise that I actually did for this upper body workout was some bent over rows. So usually what I do before I actually go into heavy lifting, I like to start off just with like warming up by doing that specific exercise but with no weights. So as you guys can see here, I'm literally doing a bent over row but with just a barbell. Yes, the barbell weighs like about 20 to 30 pounds, but when I mean by weight, I mean like added plates that you would usually do. So this is really good just for that neuromuscular connection. And then I do, after 8 reps of that, I go in and do heavier lifts. So here I'm using 20 pounds with the barbell and I'm aiming for 12 reps. So when you guys are doing this, you really want to make sure that you're hinging your hips backwards, your back is flat and torso is parallel to the ground. And you just want to bend back your elbows and squeeze your scapula at the top while you exhale at the top and inhale at the bottom. So after I did the bent over rows, I went ahead and did some narrow grip seated rows. I haven't done these in a while, so I wanted to do this. As you guys can see, I did 1 rep here and I didn't really like the way my posture was or position, so I adjusted myself, which is super important. You always want to make sure that you have the right form over heavy weights. So I'm starting with warming up with just light weights, as you guys can see, and then I went in for some heavier weights. What you guys want to keep in mind for this exercise is you want to have your shoulders drop and you want to have them retracted. And as you bring in the rower, you want to squeeze your scapula and keep your elbows in tight and make sure that your back is kind of like neutral, not completely flat, okay? The next back exercise I did was, I think this is called like a seal dumbbell row. I think that's what it's called. So pretty much here, what you guys want to do is you want to have the bench elevated from the ground. I don't have the benches that you can actually like extend and retract, so I had to add some 45-pound plates at the bottom, obviously to get that little elevation going, because the key point here is as you drop the weights down, you don't want it to touch the ground. So the higher the bench, the easier. And you also want to make sure that from your chest to your knees is flat against the bench, and you retract your elbows back, squeeze your scapula, and then control the weight as you bring it down and up. So here I did about 15 reps for 3 sets, and then I went in and did some tricep work because I honestly don't really work out much my triceps, and I gotta get right back into that because I'm trying to have some defined arms. So what I did was some skull crushers, and I only used the fixed dumbbell with no weights because I really try to focus here on my form and technique. Because if I'm just honest with you guys, really, I have trouble keeping my elbows tucked in tight. I always have my elbows pointed out wider than they should be. And because I have an anterior pelvic tilt, I do have like a lot of times a gap between my lower back and that bench because you want to make sure it's completely flat. So I'm just really focusing on those 2 things here while I do about 15 reps for 3 sets. And to end off my upper body day, you know, I had to hit some abs because like, why not, right? I do abs once a week, as I said, minimum in most of my videos. And I try to do like 5 to 10 minute routines. So here what I'm doing is like a modified V up on the bench just to like, you know, get that lower and upper, just actually your whole entire core working. So this really is going to work your whole core. I did about 12 reps. Then after that, I went ahead and did some like knee tuck pull-ins on the bench. These, you guys, they hurt your lower abs, but they feel so good. It's one of those like, I hate this pain, but I know it's working. So I did 15 for this. If you guys want, you can add like a 5-pound dumbbell in your legs just for a little bit more like tension, but it ain't that serious. You don't have to do all that. Then I went ahead and did some flutter kicks for about 12 reps as well. So everything that I did for the abs was literally on the bench because I was lazy and I wasn't trying to move from where I was at the gym. So here you want to make sure you're elevated off of the bench and your feet are just going up and down, so it's really going to work your entire core. And I did that literally for 3 sets that lasted about 8 minutes. And that was it for my workout for upper body, guys. I really hope you enjoyed this kind of video. More content will be coming like this for Vlogmas. And don't forget to subscribe. I'll catch you next time.